Good morning, this is Cecil and Blues. Thank you for joining me today for another episode of Darkest Dungeon, the Crimson Court. In the last episode, we unlocked the ability to build districts in the town, but we don't really have the resources to do anything with it yet. We are on week number 10 here at the hamlet, and we are going to take a group of level 1-ish heroes out in an effort to make some money. We're going to go into the Weald on a medium mission, and we're going to take a still surviving flagellant, and we are going to defend them with a crusader. We are going to take along an antiquarian for some loots, and we're going to try and heal it with an occultist. This is my plan. Hopefully it goes a little bit better than our last mission, which resulted in the death of our other flagellant. And we're going to take 2 full stacks of food so that we can progress. We're not going to take any blood because we don't have anyone who needs it. We're going to take a few extra torches. We're not going to go overboard, though. We're going to take 3 keys because with the antiquarian there, it's going to be very valuable that she opens things. We're also going to take 3 shovels, just in case. And we want to take bandages and medicinal herbs into this dungeon. I think are the most advantageous things to getting gold and extra loot. So let's head out with this team. We've already got them armed with trinkets. I've left 2 spaces open that we can take advantage of. In a previous video, there was a comment about the arbalist trinket and how I forgot to bring it, and that is 100% true. I did forget to bring it, but it's okay that I forgot. The trinket provides a giant bonus to her healing skill, and the arbalist that is currently in my roster does not have her healing skill unlocked. And since we're still early on in the game,
corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves.
I basically
burn out this evil.
Yeah, basically Wayne Jew's got the short of it. Since we're early on in the game, it's not worth spending a huge amount of money to unlock skills yet. It's something I will definitely do, and when we have an arbalist who's operating in that capacity, that trinket is going to be great. So we uncovered the secret room right away, and that's pretty awesome. I'm probably going to loop down to the south and then come back around north, and then we'll grab the secret room a little bit later. This gives us an opportunity to get deeper into the dungeon. We can camp right before we go to the secret room. We're going to have a combat right away. And we have a chance to pick up some blood. And you know what? If they want to give stress to our flagellant, I am a-okay with that. I'm discussing the death of my flagellant yesterday with friends, and they insisted that it sounded like I was saying flatulent. No, this is not a hero that farts. This is a hero that likes to whip himself. There's a huge difference. I'd say we're doing pretty alright. I'm adjusting my volume a little bit. I like having the volume turned up in Darkest Dungeon because it increases the tension, but I may have it just a little bit too much, resulting in me shouting. Oh no, another blood curse. Well, that's a bummer. Alright, we'll drop this guy. That's gonna be bleeding to death. Look at that, he had so much dodge. Well, invigorating vapors, increasing our dodge further.
Inspiration
And
improvement.
then we will weaken, I think. The new voice lines are pretty good, but they definitely sound a little out of place because the recording quality is quite different than the previous, like these lines. And maybe that's less noticeable if you are watching this recorded, where I have the volume turned down more so that my beautiful voice overwrites his beautiful voice.
trick of the light?
But it's definitely noticeable once you're listening to it at its full volume. Still great lines, I love them. Hard to compare with some of the originals. Let's take a little bit further step, light up our torch. We did not get any blood, so that's going to be a bummer there for our Crusader, who now we have to add to our contingent of infected heroes. Let's try and punish the stress giver, and maybe they'll bleed to death. Not entirely in one turn. We're gonna protect me, and then I think I can also mark him. Oh, he's gonna get pushed. He resists it, but it was a crit. Oh, he's getting hammered there. No problem. He does not have the marking skill. Let's have him cleanse his own stress. Keep that under control. We may be using him exclusively to do stress reduction here for a bit. Groping swipes have a chance to apply a blight. Apparently not at lower levels.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Our cultist is a little bit too slow to take good advantage of like, we could have eliminated one of those occultists in the back on the first round if we weren't so slow. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a lot of stress. This will not get the kill, so instead I'm going to try and pull it forward. Invigorating Vapors to give everyone a bit of a dodge chance.
A brilliant confluence of skill.
And we'll go for this kill because if we can prevent that stress, it's better than healing stress. Now we're going to need to focus on getting our Crusader stress down. The Flagellant is wounding others. Not gonna die this turn, so let's make sure now they will die before they get to act again. I think we just buff everybody. Protect Me might not have been a bad choice, but it also wasn't a good choice. Let's... You know, it's really not at a point where we want to heal right now with the Occultist, just due to the nature of their heal. We are going... I was thinking about stunning, but I think we're going to try and get some stress relief instead. That's definitely... Inspiring Cry is definitely an ability that becomes more powerful at higher levels. 7 stress relief seems so pitiful. Now a heal seems alright. Well... Not everything can go to plan. He is bleeding, but that will not result in his death. Let's keep buffing up that dodge. 15 dodge for 3 rounds does not... 10 dodge for 3 rounds doesn't seem great.
Vigor is restored.
Alright, that is more stress restored. That's very good. And our Flagellant will take some of the punishment, which is A-okay. His stress reactions have been pretty bad this fight. Oh, okay, he's just going to march forward. That's fine for us. And now that thing is done. We can just focus on heals or other circumstances. Let's... oh, wow. You realize you only needed like 5 health, right? Alright, another crit results in another 11 stress reduction, which is great. We'll go ahead and just use Invigorating Vapors. I don't think there's anything else she could do that would be valuable. Pick up some more loot. Fantastic. What do we have here? A pristine fountain. I believe if we pour in holy water here, we get something good. Okay, yeah, that was a ton of stress relief. Great. And she needed it. We already know where the secret room is. We've got a fine understanding of what is in this corner, so let's do the explorations. We will reposition our team. Did he just say hello, friends? We got a trap. 60, 50, 60, 60. We neglected to bring someone who's good at setting off traps. Who do we want to take the trap? I say probably the person who likes to get stressed.
Watch your step.
Alright. No problem. Alright, he's gonna complain about that. That's fine. Our torchlight is running a little bit low.
As the light gains
We can
purchase,
open up this box to get
spirits are lifted,
some additional
and purpose
loot.
is made clear.
Our flagellant is in need of a little bit of health, but we should be fine. No combat in the hallway, but there will be a room combat coming up. We have a hunger check, which is fine, just fine. We'll light up with this torch. Pick up another one of these minor antiques. Is it a torch? No. I forget what you do to avoid the sap. I think it's an antidote. It's not the bandages. You use the bandages on the trees that have spider webs. I forget what you use on those regular trees. We have spiders. Alright, he insults everybody, that's fine. I could reclaim, but no one else needs health at the moment, so instead, let's kill one of these spiders. He looks like he's gonna get a little bit stunned. What did he get buffed by? Oh, okay, his health is low enough that he gets a buff. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, that may be... I may be pushing this a little bit. Oh no. Everybody gets the heal. And he's bleeding. Let's be a little bit cautious here. I'm gonna let him heal himself. I'm not gonna completely panic.
And now the true test.
Did he get to go twice this turn?
Or expire.
No, we were at a new turn. What did our Crusader do last turn? Oh, he healed. He healed. So, I think you reclaim here. I mean, yeah, it's nice. That's a bonus crit. He's got the bonus dodge and protect, but that's from the antiquarian. So as long as he remains below 38% health, he will continue to have the bonus damage. I am too afraid because of what happened to our last one. So we'll reclaim. I used the wrong skill. No, I used the right skill. Okay. Now he's debuffed. And a good thing. He's going to get pummeled here a little bit. That'll die. Maybe our Crusader could do something.
Be gone, fiend.
Alright. You know, this would be a fantastic amount of healing if anyone else were taking damage, but, right, we really could use... I'm just gonna get his health back. He's got so much blight on him, I don't want him to die in between fights. His damage is low, but he still gets to stack his full bleed. And we don't have a ton left to do, so we'll just cleanse some stress here.
Slowly, gently. This is how I
And we get to take a bunch of stuff, including bandages, which are not what we need. What do we use on the ancient coffin? It's not bandages. Yeah, that had no effect. It's not a shovel, I don't think. We still got a lot of hallways to explore, so I don't want to waste a shovel just to find out if it's a shovel. It's not a shovel. God dang it. I don't remember what it is, and there's nothing in it. I don't know how you guarantee success there, I forget. This guy, he uses bandages. There we go. Picked up a rare antique. That's awesome. We got another one of these. Go for it, buddy. Nice job. Okay, our light is going to drop, so we'll increase our torch. And we can see what's coming. What should we do? We should camp now. Alright, let's fully backtrack. We'll hit this disarm. Expected. It's a-okay. When we come back through, we'll hit the sea. Nope. But it is slightly tempting. We just don't have a super strong team to deal with it. Once he gets into the back row, I can't hit him with the flagellant. That's my concern. So we'll camp.
Close,
I think I just wasted a torch, but
an uneasy companionship.
all right, let's unspeakable commune. Okay. He's gonna refuse that, and then let's look for a trinket. Oh, that's pretty good.
Impressive haul, if you value such things.
And then we can resupply as well, get some food.
Ornaments, neatly ordered, lovingly
Very
admired.
good. And what else do we have that's valuable? We can Lash's Kiss, which removes his blight and bleed. It also heals him. Nah. Lash's Solstice is a reduction to his stress. I'm going to go ahead and do that. He's already afflicted, so that's fine. We have 4 additional. I don't think anyone else truly needs anything. So maybe we go with Zealous Vigil. No. Unbreakable Leader. Nah. We don't really have a need for much, so let's resupply. Gives us a torch, and it gives us some anti-venom. And then we'll rest. Okay. A little bit of terror inflicted. We'll eat the food.
The strength to follow it.
And then heading out. I don't think we have a team that can really successfully kill the Shambler. If things are looking good at the end of this, we'll come back for it. But considering, we want her to open this because it will have fantastic results. Good. Joanna's head. Who can carry that for us for the time being? Sure, why not? That's going to increase your stress, but who cares? So you can hold on to that for us. We're going to head out. And we're going to continue exploring. So we just have to complete 100% of room battles. If this happens to be very quickly, then we can go back for the Shambler. But I think we're probably going to be journeying all the way to the end of this dungeon. And I don't relish that. We can get some additional food here, perhaps, or just some money.
Packs
Looks like
laden with
food.
loot are often low on supplies.
So, what do we toss to keep the additional food? Because it will help us in food checks towards the end. Maybe we toss away one of these anti-venom? I think the food's going to be more useful. I am even more convinced that the food is going to be more useful. This will be a combat room. One of those treasure chests I'm not a fan of. Let us punish this guy to start stacking up that bleed. And then we will... Invigorating Vapors to give everyone a bonus dodge. get that up to 15, and I just don't know if that's helping us. Let's try and kill this dog, even though it already acted this turn.
Executed with impunity.
Escape cloud was not what I expected. Groping swipe. Let us... that was a good hit. Since it is Eldritch, it sounds pretty good to use attacks that do additional damage to Eldritch on them. Pain is my compass. Excellent. All right. Pain is my compass. Oh God, heal me! Oh, and then he whips somebody. Fine. All right, that should result in its death here immediately. Then we Invigorating Vapors again, give everybody a dodge. Hopefully it works out in our favor.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
We may have wanted to heal with our Occultist, but we have a guaranteed kill. So I took that over the 10. That's a pretty nasty stacking of Blight here by this individual, and we have not successfully dodged anything. These Invigorating Vapors have been utterly useless. It is now dead with a 4-point bleed, so we can focus on healing.
The wounds of war can be healed.
We didn't get a chance. We picked up some blood, though. That's going to be valuable, and we have maxed out our stacks of things. He is slightly resistant at the moment, so let's consume the blood. It didn't do anything. Huh. That's unfortunate. I thought for sure that would clear that debuff from him. Maybe we can't do it until he's craving. The gold. What should we do with the gold? Do we have any resources that we no longer need? I don't know. I don't think that we really do have any resources that's worth throwing away for 700 gold. Let's continue on. We did get more scouting, so we know that we definitely have more combat down the hallway. I'm not gonna bother with this treasure chest. Our loot is pretty stacked at the moment anyway, so it'd be rare for us to get something that would benefit us. Okay, we're gonna try and disarm it. We have succeeded. That was completely unexpected, to be honest. Should have had the antiquarian open that. That was a goof on my part. No combat in this room. And then she can open this bag. Getting us 25 gold, definitely not worth it. We're throwing anything away. Traveling along the way, blood will flow. Okay, we got some dogs. We are kind of slow, so these dogs may go before us. We killed one of them at the very least. But they're going to stack up some stress with a high damage attack.
Their formation is broken.
And we are bleeding on our Crusader, but we have bandages. Let's offer the Protect Me. Maybe we can get better results with Protect Me than we were getting with the
cleansed from our lands.
oh, where do we want to heal? Let's heal there. Than we were getting with Invigorating Vapors. Alright, we get a dodge. We resisted that bleed. I don't think you can stack this up anymore, can you? 10 protect or 10 dot. Yeah, we can totally stack that up. Let's heal there. That's a little bit excessive, but my thought was if they're already bleeding, we may as well risk putting another bleed on them. All right, so that's gonna die next turn. Let's take the opportunity to do some stress relief. additional
Trifling
gold
victory,
again.
but a victory
This
nonetheless.
is 2 damage for 3 rounds. We'll bandage that away. I'm thinking we may as well bandage this 3 damage away as well, since we're getting towards the end of the dungeon. There's the hunger check. Let's eat this. That frees up 1 space in our inventory. Put people back in order. And what is our next strategy? Well, hello. Stress giver. Going down. Definitely. Gonna die this turn. Fantastic. And if our occultist goes first, it didn't matter. I was gonna say we could have benefited from a double hit on the tentacle blast, but it's not really important. Let's try and protect me to provide a buff to the Crusader. We could stun one of these 2 units. Not a bad idea. The occultist. Let's. That was strong. I considered doing demonic pull instead, so that the flagellant would have a better shot, but flagellant could reach it no problem. And the Crusader's not going to go first. Crusader is way too slow. Invigorating Vapors or Get Down. Let's Invigorating Vapors. Pump up that dodge a bit. We've now got 10 dodge, 20% protect. We can... Let's do a damage reduction there. We're gonna go ahead and hack on one of these guys. Good, good. Our dodging is totally working. Flagellant doesn't mind getting a little bit slapped around. It's his favorite thing. We'll stack up that bleed. We'll Invigorating Vapors again. Okay, he's taking a little bit more damage than I'd prefer. Now he's craving. So I needed to save that until I got the blood. I hoped we would have killed that this turn. The fact that we didn't makes things slightly unpleasant. We will Weakening Curse again. I was hoping for a stronger hit. I didn't look at the number. It might not have been possible to get a stronger hit. Let's throw Protect Me out again. And bleeding for 4 damage for 2 more rounds. Let's kill this one so it definitely doesn't get to act. And then maybe we stun this one. And now it will bleed for 2 turns, giving us ample opportunity to kill it. Picks up the bleed, unfortunately. And we could reclaim here. Suffer, clear marked. So yeah, this increase protect and increase death blow resistance. That's an interesting mark. I hadn't actually fully understood that. Right, so redeem. Let's go ahead and get that health. Debuffs his damage pretty considerably, but we don't need it for the rest of this fight. Tons of loots.
At least promises success.
So we do have a survival guide, but I don't think anyone has any space in their inventory. This is a trap disarm scouting chance. It's not a bad trinket, but I'm thinking I'm going to leave it behind in lieu of this jade. Largely depend on what else is in this treasure chest. Okay, we can continue adventuring. Let's see what's in the treasure chest. Yeah, okay, you want some blood, I get it. We don't have enough inventory space for that. Okay, so here's the thought. We backtrack. And we kill the Shambler. My concern is with no blood that he has strong resistances and he's got a low chance of virtue. But we'll get an Ancestor's Trinket? Assuming we succeed. So let's backtrack. Depending on what happens, we may back out on this one. You know, if we get jumped along the way, or something else bad happens, I think we will have the Antiquarian try and open up this treasure chest for a possible additional loot. But it is just as likely that she encounters a trap. Oh, alright, good. No, that worked out pretty alright. Let's top off this health. We will pick up the extra torch. It's not, strictly speaking, required because we're gonna destroy our light here in a moment. No, I think we got this. I think this team is fine. My major concern is that I won't have range to hit the Shambler in its final position to keep stacking up blight. Alright, moment of truth. This is a lot of stress. And our team is already a little stressed out. Hopefully it doesn't afflict everyone. Alright. That was a very good shuffle. Less good. Shoot, if only the Antiquarian would have went first. That's a bummer. I thought it was a good shuffle at first. I think we just start doing this, and we hope that the dodges pay off. Stun chance here is not great. 77 health. We could do like up to a seventh of his health if we hit and we land a good shot. If we stun him, it is a huge advantage to us on the first round. I just had to go for that. So about 10% of his health, about 11, like 9% of his health. I don't know. It'd take 11 hits at that point. All right, bleeds are already out there. He's got not the highest move chance resistance, so maybe let's try and no luck. That means that our flagellant will deal with these ads. That's fine. If you want to stack up stress on that unit, I'm okay with it. And I think we still, anytime we can, we need to focus on that. And if we can stack up 15 dodge on everyone, it may pay off. This is 3 to 5 damage. This is 2 to 3 damage. This is a nerf. What's his debuff resistance? That's not that high.
Devastating blow.
So that will reduce his damage output, but most of his damage is stress related. Oh, we are getting hosed with our shuffles here. Good, good. You need to back up so that our flagellant can attack. We can reclaim, but I don't know if I want to, or redeem, but I don't know if I want to do that at this stage of the fight. We'll do some more invigorating vapors. He's going to refuse. That's fine. Okay.
Unbalanced.
That, I mean, he's got the charge, so I think we can handle it. Holy Lance. Very good. That may in fact be better for us. Alright, that's getting to be some serious damage. What has he done? He's marked himself, alright? Is it the good kind of mark? Doesn't have the buff. He does have additional death blood. So yeah, he freely marked himself, giving him the additional death resistance. Let's do some healing. I think that's our best option. Centurious Lament. That's gonna cause some people to break, I think. Oh, and they moved our flagellant way to the back. Ah, hopeless. Dang it.
There can be no hope in this hell.
Jericho is vigorous, though. That'll help us. Yeah, Virtue is fine. Alright, he's marching forward, which meant he couldn't do what I needed him to do. 2 to 4 damage. Whoa, his damage is so nerfed. 2 to 4 damage. Oh, it's because it's got such a high protect. Alright, we should have dealt with that earlier. We have got to get our flagellant into a good position. We can, though, like, maybe heal somebody while we're busy here. That's good. The debuff is bad, but we may not need it. Let's do a protectomy here. And then we gotta get our flagellant back into a good position. Okay, that's fine, kind of. Probably... Oh, courageous! We got 2 people with virtues. That's fantastic. This is we're having a rough time with this, but... Okay, that's fine. Do I want to back up? I think I want to back up. No. Do it. He won't back up. You jerk. 30%, 30 life. We're gonna keep hitting here. I think we'll be fine. These clapper claws are gonna keep doing a bunch of damage. And I think we keep trying to protect ourselves because of our current position. Reclaim. No, we're gonna march, and this is bad news actually, because yeah, it's not gonna work. That's gonna be a bummer. Ooh, I can fix it slightly. We'll do this. Not the best. Not the best round for us. Very little progress made, and our stress is starting to compound. But now we can Holy Lance, and then we can back it up with. You know, you're supposed to have an incredibly high dodge here. It's not working out as intended. Please don't have a heart attack. Okay. That's very nice. We're going to protect again. And Shiro is bleeding pretty impressively.
A singular strike.
But we're going to have to focus. I should have used a bandage. Okay.
And despondence set the stage for heroism.
There we go. That. Oh, he resisted the bleed though. And he missed. No. Okay. Part of that is my fault. Oh God, things are unwinding. He's bleeding. We have no way to heal from here. We can continue to protect me. Get this kill. 5 damage. It's not enough. He's not going to be able to reach. And he took his own action. Death's Door, we survive it. There's stress. We bandage. Can we kill this with anything? These aren't going to be valuable. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, we heal. We heal is the best option here. Gets him off Death's Door. That way that doesn't kill him. But the Blight is not going to make it easy. Being in the back row only... Oh boy. Oh, and he had a heart attack. No. This could fall apart. Alright. We're not done yet. Our Crusader is gone, but failure is not guaranteed. Let's get rid of the Shambler.
Space between worlds is no place for mortal men.
Let's start passing around a heal. Our Flagellant is kind of going to have to be responsible for killing these Clapperclaws. Hopefully he doesn't have a heart attack before that happens. His damage is now higher. Alright. Stress is in a very bad place. Wait. Oh, that was just her blight did damage to her, not getting attacked. Alright, this one will guaranteed die no matter what happens, assuming it bleeds. But it has very low bleed resistance, so it shouldn't be a problem. Keep the hells up. I would very much like the Antiquarian to survive this. Death's Door again. This all comes down to our... Ew. Things ain't good, things ain't good. Come on. 8 damage. We would need a crit to end this turn.
Masterfully executed.
He survives on Death's Door. There we go, he's safe. The Clapperclaw will bleed, and the fight is over. For our efforts, we get 1 rare antiquity, we get some gold, and we gotta find room here for this. That's no problem. We can burn our torches, we can eat, and no one has any debuffs, but we don't need these medicinal herbs anymore. We picked up the Ancestor's Bottle, which is a plus 25% max XP, max HP, and increases their stress and the amount of food they eat. So, back to town. It cost us our Crusader.
The agents of pestilence will yet be driven from our woods.
But I think we did a pretty solid job, and we didn't invest a lot into that Crusader. It was level 1. We'd upgraded its armor and weapons once, so a couple thousand probably went into it. But I'd say what we got out of that exchange is pretty good. And yes, I do treat human beings as currency. Alright, picked up 1 negative trait. These guys, for the most part, reached rank 2, so we can use them to fight bosses in the future.
Trouble yourself not with the
No town event. Let's,
end affords you broad tolerance in your choice of means.
So now we have access to 3 different bosses. And we have organized by level. We've got an alright set of folks here. We're definitely going to put Shiro into some rehab here. Jericho could use some as well. Alright, 37,000 gold is great. I don't think that really puts us in a place yet to use any of these because we don't have a lot of our ancestors' items to burn. It's just so many. So those are going to be like way late game. If we upgrade the blacksmith, we're going to be able to increase the weapons of our strong guys. And then the question is, do you hold off here? I think we can afford the full price for a little bit if we like getting that second tier upgrade is probably more important. What's going on in the guild? We also can increase instructor mastery to level 2 and reduce its cost.
But their knowledge lives on.
Perfect. So those are good upgrades. And then we have to decide what team is going to face our first boss. If we're going into the ruins, we'll want to take Dismas and Reynold and Kinna. And then who's going to be a good follow-up for that? Maybe I don't want to take Bertrand. He does most of his damage through bleeds, which the ruins is not great for that. Admittedly, the necromancer is not going to be a problem, but the necromancer kind of hangs out in the back rows. So maybe someone else, maybe someone like Aki, will do a good job for us. So that's probably what we'll do next episode. Go after the necromancer with this team. We will take a look at what trinkets we can equip. We got some good ones in our last dungeon, and looks like we got some class-specific ones that may or may not be useful to us. Here was that childhood treasure, plus 30% healing skills, plus 20% healing skills while camping. I don't often use camping for healing. I know it can be valuable, but it certainly comes up from time to time. But it's not what I try and do. But her set that does not currently have Battlefield Bandage unlocked, so that trinket won't do much good for us. But we'll take a look at what will do good for us, and we'll get that all equipped, and we'll bring that to our episode tomorrow. For now, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the series. We're rolling on. This is a slow roll. This game is by no means something that we're going to just roll over in a week. So we've got steps to take to rebuild this hamlet, move on to districts, defeat the bosses, and just in general get a strong team and overcome the new challenges that Crimson Court has provided to us. If you are interested in experiencing these new changes to Darkest Dungeon yourself and you haven't picked up the Crimson Court, you can find it on Steam for $9.99. The Steam Summer Sale is going on, so if you haven't played Darkest Dungeon before, that is heavily discounted. I don't have Steam open right now, and I can't give you a number, but I know it was a big discount. So check that out if you haven't played Darkest Dungeon before. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great day.